Those messenger we favored some over some, among them who spoke to Allah, example Moses, and lifted some of them in ranks, and brought to Isa the son of Maryam clear proof, miracles to confirm his prophecy, and supported him with the Holy Spirit. If Allah had willed, those after them, mean the generation that followed these messengers, would not have fought, mean among themselves. After that, they have received these clear proofs. But they differed, and among them who believed and among them who disbelieved. And if Allah has willed, they would have not fought, but Allah does what He wants. O you have believed, spend from what we provided you. Before comes a day, no selling, nor friendship, no intercession, and the disbelievers are the unjust. Allah, no deity except Him, the living, mean the ever-living, the upholder, mean the only sustainer. No sleepness takes Him, nor sleep. To Him belongs what in the heavens and in the earth. Who is that to intercede by Him except by His permission? He knows what is between their hands, mean what's seen in front of them and the unseen future ahead of them. And what is behind them, mean the unseen past. And they don't encompass anything of His knowledge except of what He wills. Encompass His seat, mean His throne, the heavens and the earth, and does not burden Him to preserve them. And He is the Most High, Most Great. No compulsion in religion. The guidance is clear from the wrong path. So who disbelieve in the tyrannous, which includes false gods, devil, oppressor, hypocrites, etc., and believe in Allah has grabbed the trustworthy handle, the tight braided rope, which is Allah's religion. No schizophrenia to it, mean it's tight, balanced religion that don't tear, and no unsettled delusion or contradiction in it. And Allah is the hearing and knowing. Allah is the guardian of those who believed. Bring them out from darkness, mean all darkness, to light, mean to one light, one religion. And those who disbelieved, their guardians are the tyrannous, mean tyrants, false god, devil, oppressor, hypocrites, etc., shall bring them out from the light to the darkness. Those are the companion of the fire. They will be in it eternally. Have you not seen who debated Ibrahim about his God, that Allah brought him kingship, just because Allah gave him kingship? When Abraham said, "My God who gives life and death," said the disbeliever king, "I keep life and death," mean I order to kill or let free. Said Abraham, "Then Allah brings the sun from the east, so bring it from the west." So fail, mean fade, pale his face an argument, who disbelieved, and Allah does not guide the unjust. For as who passed by a village, it's a Hebrew man called Al-Uzair, and it's empty upon its roof, mean fallen in ruin, said, "How can Allah revive this after its death?" So Allah deadened him, mean caused him to die, for 100 years, then revived him. Said Allah, "How long has you remained?" Said, "I remained a day or a part of a day." Said, means Allah, "No, you remained 100 years. Look at your food and drink did not age. And look at your donkey, and will make you a sign," meaning a miracle, "for the people. And look at the bones," means of your dead donkey, "how we build it, then clothe it with flesh." When it became clear to him, how can Allah revive after death? Said, "I know Allah is over everything able." As Abraham said, "God, show me how you revive the dead." Said Allah, "Have not you believe?" Said, "Yes, I believe, but to comfort my heart." Said Allah, "Take 4 birds and conjoin them to you," mean recognize them, then slaughter and mix the parts. Then put on each hill a part of the mixed parts. Then invite them. They will seek you back, means they'll fly back to you. And know that Allah is mighty, wise. The example of who spend their money in the path of Allah is like a seed that sprouted 7 spikes. in each spike 100 grain, and Allah multiplies for whom He wills, and Allah is ample and knowing. Those who spend their money in the path of Allah, then don't follow what they spend by gloating or injuring them, by bragging and oppressing the charity receiver. They will have their wages at their God. They will have no fear, nor they will have sorrow. Favorite common good, saying and forgiveness, better, rewarding, than charity followed by injury, and Allah affluent, forbearing. O you believed, don't revoke your charities by gloating and injuries, as does who spend their money to embellish themselves among the people, and does not believe in Allah and the last day. The like that of a stone, a smooth, poreless stone, upon it dust was struck by a rainstorm, which left it bare. They are unable of anything they earned, they can't keep their charity earning deeds are washed off and lost. And Allah does not guide the disbelieving folk. And the like who spend their money seeking Allah's satisfaction and confirmed by themselves, a sincere donation, is like a seed on a hilltop, its root don't rot from flood, stricken by rainstorm that yield its produce in 2 doubles. And if not stricken by rainstorm, then it do, a little mist will be sufficient to produce the same result. And Allah of what you do is seeing. Would one of you like to have a garden of palms and grapes, underneath it rivers flow, and has in it of all kind of fruits? Then he was stricken by old age, and he has weak offsprings. Then was stricken in the garden by a tornado, within it fire, and it burned. Thus how Allah makes clear to you His signs, that you may reflect, result of spending your money not in Allah's path. O you have believed, spend from your righteous earnings, example, labor earnings, and from what we provided to you from the earth, example, knowledge, and don't allot inferior to spend, while you would not take it unless with closed eyes, don't just give away what you would not take for yourself. And know that Allah is all sufficient, praiseworthy. Satan promises you poverty. Example, he whispers to you, if you donate, you will become poor. Why share what's yours with others? And commands you with obscenity, immorality, malice, and stinginess. And Allah promises you forgiveness and abundance, more of what you like. And Allah is ample giving, all knowing. Brings, Allah, wisdom to whomever He wills. And whomever was brought wisdom, being brought much good. And none will remember except the mindful, people who can reason and follows Allah's guidance and path. Not upon you, Muhammad, peace be upon him, their guidance is not responsible to guide them. As Allah will guide who He wills, and whatever you spend of good is for yourself, and whatever you spend is only for seeking Allah's face, guidance and acceptance, and whatever you spend of good will be entrusted back to you, and you will not be unjustified, you will not be wronged or shortchanged.